She was about to launch her business with no real business training, no confidence in her offer, and a fear about her price point and whether anybody was actually going to pay her what she needed to be paid to make her business a success. This is what I told her. If you're about to launch and you're terrified that nobody's actually going to want to buy from you, watch this video first. I'm Lydia Kimmerling. I am a master life coach and a business mentor, and I help women in service-based businesses create really steady and reliable businesses where consistent clients are their norm. With this particular client, we had been speaking for about 15 minutes, and I could hear that there was a real resistance to actually sharing with me how much she was thinking about charging for her initial offer, which can always be a sticky point. Actually saying numbers out loud, worrying that you're going to be challenged on it, and even just happy to hear yourself say it out loud, it kind of commits you to it. But that's always the sign for me. You know, if someone can't even just speak out the amount that they want to charge or they want to earn, that's usually a sign that underneath that there's some blocks and some fear, as there would be, right, when you're starting out. So she's done something that quite a lot of people who are new decide to do. And this is a huge mistake. Instead of actually paying for proper solid business training where they learn strategy and they get support with their positioning and they really learn how to get consistent clients, they'll hire a social media manager, someone who will help them create content. Now, content is great, of course. It's a way of educating your audience and it can work as attraction marketing, but it's never the full story. If you're just putting out content, but you don't know how to take then the people who are liking your content or following you and to turn those people into actual conversations that convert, doesn't really matter how much you're charging for your offer, because you're never actually going to be able to talk to anyone about your offer. And this is also what can create the fear around how much you charge. When you don't have the strategy behind selling and behind those discovery calls, you start to worry that what you're charging will be the problem. But most of the time, anyone who's starting out, you're never charging crazy amounts. I think this was about 700 for 12 weeks was where she wanted to start. Everyone's got a starting point, and you know, you'll find after a few years that starts to go up for you. What makes you feel confident in how much you're charging is really how well you know the person that you're going to work with and how confident you are at actually selling. This is the training that most people, especially women in service businesses, just aren't getting. When I asked her, well, how much business training have you had? She said, well, there was a module inside the actual training that she did as a coach, but it was just one module with a few self-study worksheets. That's not enough to become an expert in sales and an expert in marketing, which today you have to be an expert at selling and an expert at marketing, even if you're going to choose to hire other experts later down the line, which, you know, when you're starting out, you probably haven't got the funds for or the budget for. A lot of mistakes I made at the beginning was hiring people too soon when I didn't even really know what was good. So I didn't know if they were doing a good job or not. I found that choosing people to work with in marketing, for sure, has become so much easier and so much more successful for me based on the fact that I'm an expert at it in my own business as well. So what I shared was people buy things that they can't afford all of the time. They buy holidays, they buy outfits. I mean, how many times have you gone, oh, I'm just going to look in this shop, but you know, I don't have any money right now. And then you see a top that you really like and you buy it. And you were telling yourself 5 minutes before that you couldn't afford it. We all buy things that in our own minds, we think we can't afford, but we buy them because we really think it's going to give us something and bring some value and make us happy or take away some kind of pain or problem. It's all about the outcome you think you're going to have as a result of buying that thing. Even if it's a dress, like the outcome is I'm going to feel sexy every day, or I'm going to feel less stressed because I don't have to think about what to wear because I've got something new. Your job as a service provider is to make the outcome of what you offer so clear that someone can see themselves in it and almost already experience it and live it in their minds, to be like, yes, I need that. I'm going to buy this because it's taking me there. One of her questions was, should I hide my price? Should I share the price of my service before somebody gets on a call with me? I don't think it matters either way. Sometimes it can make a difference to get somebody on the call so you can express the outcome. I actually quite like knowing the price of something beforehand. You can experiment and play around with that. But hiding your price just because you're scared somebody's not going to pay for it, that's just avoidance. That's not strategy, that's just avoidance. So if you want to make sure that you are not operating from a place of fear, that you're not avoiding things, and that you can feel really confident in your offer, how much you charge, how to sell it, not just posting content every day, then get in touch. Message me over on Instagram, send me a DM, say hi, let's start a conversation. If you want to find out more about Faith Over Force, which is my business mentorship, which helps women create really steady, reliable businesses where consistent clients become their norm, we work towards those consistent 5 to 10K months, then you can book a free consistent clients call by just clicking the link in my bio here.